Hello! Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. My name is Thibaut, if you don't know me already. Today we're gonna work again on the E28. Today we're going to tackle this. We're going to sand it down to bare metal, then fill it up, put a primer on it, spray paint it in paint color. I got a can made on color, so it should match pretty good. And then we're going to fade it out a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's a track car anyway, but it has to look better than this, because this it's an eyesore. So in order to get started on this, we're gonna take off the bumper first, because the bumper is in the way. So the bumper is off. As you can see, it only took me a few minutes. Now we have access all around. So now we're gonna start sanding. One more thing though, before we're gonna start sanding, we're going to mask off all the rest that we don't want to sand. So I'm gonna put some tape here, mark till where I'm going to scuff it up, and mask off the lights. Okay, we've done sanding with 100 grit. Initially I wanted to do bare metal completely, but looked like the whatever is on here sticks really well, and I'm also not sure if I'm actually going to be able to save the panel, because I don't know if you can see, but it's really bad. It's like bent in a million ways. So I'm just gonna clean it off now with some alcohol, and then hit it with some epoxy, I believe it's called, and yeah, sand it down, and hopefully we can get the panel to look a little bit nicer. Okay, we did 2 layers of the putty to fill up the spots. So yeah, you see, it's a lot better than it was. Ideally, you have like a sort of fine putty to put into the smaller holes and to fill up the big scratches. But I forgot to buy it, so it'll have to do like this. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, but now it's sanded with 150 grit, so I'm gonna go up to 400, then 600, 800, and yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at 800 or 1000, then put a primer over it. We're done sanding with the 240 grit, so we went to about here, and basically when you go up in grit, so you go to a finer grain, you have to go a little bit further each time, so you get a nice even fade. Otherwise you'll have lines. That's not nice. Alright, so we put the car inside to have less wind, because now we're gonna add the primer, spray the primer. We're gonna mask off until about here, and we're gonna do that with newspaper. I'm gonna show you how you do it double, and then it creates like a bubble at the edge, so you don't get a hard line of the paint. It's probably very shit explained, but you'll see what I mean. That was quite a hassle, but now we're here. So I'm gonna start with the primer just until here. It's not perfectly how I wanted it, but it'll be good enough, I hope. So the primer, I think 1 or 2 layers, I'm not sure. Then we're gonna move this up like an inch, a centimeter or 2 maximum. Then the color, and then the clear coat we're gonna take a little further, but yeah. And before we're gonna start, we're gonna use this to heat up the panel a bit, because it's quite cold outside, and cold and paint that isn't a good match. So just heat up the panel gently. Make sure I don't set the paper on fire, because I don't want to start over, and then we can do primer. Good morning! It's another day. We let the color dry overnight, and we're gonna have a look at it right now. I haven't looked at it yet, so it's a surprise. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking alright. I did a shit job at sanding right here, but yeah, it's too bad. But the colors seem to match rather well, I think, with the clear coat and a good polish. You can just see the line here a little bit more than I would have liked. But yeah, I don't know what the clear coat is gonna do about that. So, I was hoping for a little bit better result, but we'll see with the clear coat. But in any way, it's better than it was, and that's the goal. The clear coat is on. Put I believe 3 or 4 layers. I try to make sure that I don't get the line like we have here. As you can see it. I hope with polishing it will be better. I have a mate that is going to help me with that. It's gonna be in a future video. But when I look from a distance, I'm quite satisfied. It's better. It's not as clear anymore, as you can see in the hood. The hood is being done in a different video. I don't know yet. Maybe I spray it in color, but probably not. I'm gonna go for a race car look, so it's probably going to be black, or maybe wrap it in something cool. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, it's a new day. The paint has dried and I just took it out for the first time. I was gonna say in the sunlight, but not a lot of sun unfortunately. But I can have a look at it now in the daylight. And it looks brand new from here. From this angle, it looks amazing. I love it, I love it. So yeah, just the hood. It's basically the only piece that still looking shit, but I'm going to get the wrap to wrap it soon, maybe tomorrow. It's going to be wrapped in carbon. I think carbon is going to look very good with this color. Yeah, the grills are missing. The grills, I took them off to prepare them to get painted, and then I'm going to order a lip for it in the near future, and it's going to look absolutely fucking mental. So yeah, I'm really glad how it came out. I still have to tackle this, but that's not a lot of work. But yeah, I really like how it looks. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.